My name is Alicia. I live in North Carolina. And to back all this up, why did I need stem cell is because in 2014, we had 1 year off, 2014, unbeknownst to me, I had cancer. Honestly, went to the doctor with my daughter. She had to have an EKG sports physical for college. My doctor, family doctor for years and years, checked on me because I had just returned from a month in Thailand, and he wanted to know how my trip was in Thailand. And I said, Doc, I just can't get over that jet lag. And he said, wait a minute, when was your trip? And I said, February. Well, guys, this was May. And so immediately he had me on the table. I had chest x-ray, blood work, urine work, CT scanned within 5 minutes while my daughter's getting a EKG on the side. I mean, I love having a DO and holistic doctors because they are quick thinkers and really looking in. But then in 3 days, you guys, I was diagnosed. And then over the course of the next few weeks, I was stage 4 Non-Hodgkin's follicular lymphoma. Basically what that is, I have blood cancer. It is in my bone marrow above and below the collarbone, for those that know a little bit about those staging and that process. So it's really all over my body. Okay. I was not a candidate for radiation, but was a candidate for really rapid chemotherapy. I told the doctor, I said, I'll be back from the beach and then we can talk about this. I have to wrap my head around it. This was by then June. He said, when will you be back from the beach? And I said, well, September. And so we went from there. And then it was over the course of that time that I met Stacy, and she talked to me about stem cell therapy. I went back. I did decide to go through a traditional course of treatment, but was given these words: you will die with this disease and you will never, ever be in remission, is what I was told. So let's fast forward. Been through a lot of things. I've been through a lot of surgeries, been through a lot of treatment, been through a lot of prayer, been through a lot of holistic treatment. When someone's diagnosed with something like this, we all have the we all want to help. Everybody wants to help. And I had people calling me from all over the country. I had prayer warriors all over the world. My dad's an international evangelist. And so I had people praying for me from all over the world. I had people wanting to ship me CBD, rub frankincense on my belly. They wanted to give me turkey poop mushrooms, go get in colonics with coffee in Mexico, or go live in a hyperbaric chamber in Germany. It was all out there. Everybody wanted to help. But like Laura said, I would look at things, but I always said no. I just kept saying, God's got me here for a testimony. There's a reason that I'm going through this, and I've just got to stay positive, and I'm just going to get through it. And we're just going to live in victory. We're just going to go and get through this. But, with that, the doctor also told me, you will see me every 3 months for the rest of your life. You will have blood work and CTs. And so for the last really 9 years of my life, up until this month, I have had between 1 and 5 CTs per year for the last 9 years. Now you think about the chemicals and the radiation, even with that has been put into my body for the last 9 years, not to mention the expense. Every time I go and see an oncologist, it's $375. Every time I go and get a CT scan, it is $2,000, my portion out of pocket. Okay. Between 1 and 5 a year, guys, that money adds up fast. Okay. So 2021, it's May. Laura Balzer says, girl, I got the Holy Grail of healing. And I was like, what? She told me that her and Stacy had gone the night before, met this inventor, was talking to me about this, I call it now my little miracle sticker. And I said, okay, patch me. Longest week of my life waiting on those stickers to come in the mail. Put them on, had them on the back of my neck. And then I just thought, okay, now we wait, right? Because we're all expecting and waiting. Oh, what am I going to feel? Well, I didn't feel anything. What are you supposed to feel? But what I did feel and what I did notice in 3 days, you guys, I slept through the night for the first time in years. And I'd spent crazy amounts of money on sleeping teas, sleeping pillows, sound machines, all the things that we do just to get a good night's sleep. And guys, I woke up And I was rested. I felt good. I had dreams that I remembered because it was, REM deep sleep. It was amazing. I was like, I just slept through the night. So cool. And I knew it had to be the patches because that was the only thing different. About 3 weeks later, I got a bill in the mail from my chiropractor because here we do our chiropractic by the quarter. It was $1,800 bill. And I went, wait a minute. My back isn't hurting. Laura, hold the phone. Would this help my lower back pain? It's like, what is happening here? I don't have to go to the chiropractor. Guys, I have not been to a chiropractor in 2 years. Since the day I have put a patch on, I have not been to a chiropractor. It has not, I mean, what an amazing thing. No, and my back hurt so bad from an injury that I had from a work situation in 2020 that it woke me up in the middle of the night. So not only was I sleeping better, I was able to sleep better too and have no lower back pain because of the patch in about 21 days. Okay. So then after about almost 2 months, I had a scheduled CT already planned because I've been going, like I said, every 3 to 6 months for my whole life. Okay. And had a CT planned, went in, did the CT. Then, they make you come back in like 3 days. And I sat down with my oncologist, and he's this big, beautiful man. And he just laid his arms back and he said, Alicia, this is the best CT you've had in 7 years. And he said, I don't know what you're doing. I don't want to know what you're doing, but just keep doing it. And he gave me a year clear, you guys. He gave me a year clear. I was blown away because let me just tell you, the little X39 patch was the only thing. I had not changed my diet. I had not changed my water intake. I had not changed and done anything different, guys. The only thing different was I was putting this patch on every day. And I got, okay, wait. I pulled my CT reports. I've got them all here. So this is what it says. Grossly unchanged prior to exam, no new or enlarging lymph node is identified.
When was that? Okay, when was that scan?
Okay, wait. This one was July 15th, 2021. Okay. So then 2022 went in, got another year clear. Now, this was after I had been going in to see the doctor every 3 months for the last 7 years. And I was feeling good. Stacey, you got my before and after for 6 months too. It's kind of embarrassing to pull that up because I didn't realize I looked that bad. But anyway, yeah, you guys, look at 6 months of what using these patches did for me. And super cool thing here too is I started noticing a pattern of people that were doing this. And I want you to look at my eyes. Did my eyes not look so different? They look clearer, they look wider, they look more open. So I finally had to ask Dr. Stacey, I was like, what's the deal? And she said, Alicia, there's less inflammation in your body. You guys, I looked like I lost weight here. There's no weight loss here. It's the inflammation was leaving my body, and it's just from these patches. So
look at your picture now, though. Like, look at you now.
It's unbelievable.
6 months, but look at you now. Like, this is you. You look totally different than you did after 6 months.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
did.
And Alicia, we gotta dial it down a little bit on the timeline. Like, it wasn't 2 months. It was 45 days after you started patching.
It was actually 43.
Oh my, okay, there we go. 43 days after patching. Now, people in the chat are asking the patches you use. And I remember when we ordered for you, we got you X39, Eon, and glutathione, right?
Those are my 3 go-to every day for the last 2 years. Every day for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I've played with the glutathione sometimes at night, sometimes at day, but I do it on the day. So I do it on the day. And I know you want to wrap and roll because we need to get to this year. Okay. Not only has I continue to sleep better, I continue to feel better. I have energy. I have a brand new granddaughter. I've been chasing her all day. She started walking. So you got to have that energy and going with that. But here we are, and it's July again, and my annual CT is July. And so I have it right here, July 14th. 2023. Okay. And I just went in and it says index lymphs have decreased compared to prior study. Okay. All right, guys, this is not how this disease is supposed to respond. This is not this is not what I was told in 2014. I was told I would get sicker, it would get worse, and I would be like, the main thing that they wanted to keep me from was it just like getting worse over time. And they were calling it watch and wait, because we just got to watch and wait because it's going to get bad, is basically what they've said. But every one of these reports keeps saying, I'm getting better. I am healing. It is reducing. It is shrinking. It is going away, you guys. And so literally when he read this report to me Monday a week ago, he said, how about I give you 2 years? I don't even know if they didn't hear me down the hallway of the hospital because I squealed so loud. I never, ever thought that I would get a 2-year clear. I never thought I'd get a 1-year clear, but I never, ever thought that I would get a 2-year clear. I mean, so exciting. Just the most amazing thing. I am forever grateful for you guys going and meeting David that night, for thinking about me, calling me, getting this patch on me. It's changed my life. I have full confidence that I'm going to be at my granddaughter's wedding, you know, and she's not a year old yet. That's the excitement, and that's the hope and confidence that I have by using the X39 patch and the Eon and the glutathione. It's just amazing. I don't know. What other questions you have? I have so much that I could say.
Well, you're about ready to come through the screen. I do know that. And it's absolutely fabulous. And, you know, I know Stacy feels this way too, but I think about it all the time. So those of you who are guests on here, people called you because they love and care about you, right? And they know the power behind the little miracle sticker, as Alicia refers to it.
Miracle sticker. That's right.
You know, but
oh, Jody,
wow.
we did a presentation this last Saturday in front of a group of people, and Jody started crying when she started talking, because I was very private with my diagnosis in the very beginning. I literally only told a very small group of people for almost about 2 years, because we needed to cycle through it and get through it. But she started crying because she said, I never expected to have my friend Alicia around 9 years later.
Wow.
And I mean, I didn't expect to be here 9 years later. I mean, it was not what was written. I mean, they tell you when you get diagnosed with something, don't go home and Google it, but everybody goes home and Googles it. But, I should not be here. I should not be in the situation that I am, but praise God. Thank you, Jesus. And thank you, X39. I am. So it's pretty exciting.